What's going on, chat? What is happening? Hey, yo. How's everyone doing today? Happy Tuesday. Do I have another window of this open? I do. Oh, man. Check that out. Cool. Cool. All right. So I think the goal for today is we want to clean this up, get it looking nice and pretty. I think that would be cool. I think, what does that look like to me? I think we're going to check through some docs a little bit, make sure that looks good. But I really don't. I don't want to write docs on stream. That's no fun. All right, let's see. I think kind of like I kind of want to finish this logging story up a little bit. I think we're looking really good. I think we need to write some docs about setting up logging though. And then the other thing we might take a look at is actually using Zen. I haven't looked at it in a while though, so I need to get back into it. It's kind of within. I don't think it's really within scope right now, but we might. And then the other thing, we might do a little research on using some handlers, like do some middleware, which I think should be doable. Encapsulating function pointers is not fun, but I think it'll be all right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oop. All right. Cool. So we have an allocator. We pass it in. Nice. Let's see. Test handler here. So what we were doing yesterday was we were adding like this kind of logging system here. So let's take a look at this. Let's see. Self.written, self.items, writer. Yeah, and then we're going to replace these with standard.log.error. Like this. These are all going to be oh. Yeah, so the big one is we need to fix. Yeah, let's start pulling out these parts here. All right, let's just start from the top, I think. I also might split out these functions like these parts, because I don't know if I love having all of this in one file. It gets kind of unwieldy. At the very least, I think I want to split out this serve file part into its own file, into like its own little thing. Um, yeah, yeah. We might split these out into their own files. That might be a good use of time. So we'll open the root, and we'll also open. Let's do request. No, let's do um, static.zig, and we'll take this out. Yeah. Const HTTP. No, that's not what we want. We want I don't know if I really need it to be a module. Const HTTP response. All right, cool. Mime. Yeah, that's the other one. So const mime. And then this one. I think in this. Oh, shoot. I did a whole thing with this the other day because I got really into. I have a different project that is using Zig, and getting all of those dependencies to play nice is a headache in itself. So I have a feeling what we can do is we can do this here. So see if that works. Try router.add route. That's All right, let's see. All right, so what was that error? Expected type, accepted this, found this. Yeah, I'm definitely using I wonder if I can go up to the top and do just import the one function like this. Yeah, so I guess not. I guess this might be the point where I use that. Um, so then in theory, I should be able to say, uh, yeah, I don't really think that's the best way to do that. That's on the module here, and then we have to do I don't know if I hold on. Z so Sonic. We fixed this the other day in this build.sig. Okay, so in this one, Sonic PDB parser, we have the router here. I think we have that as a module then. So I think I should be able to do like I know this will work. Yeah. But I feel like that shouldn't be the case. Like I don't want that to be the case because you shouldn't have to include this. I wonder then if that means that I have access to it here if I go to oh yeah, I have to go like this. Actually, this can be Zig Fermyon router. Nope, not that. Zig Fermyon router. All right, so let's give that a shot. Yeah, there we go. So, yep, now we don't need to require it because it's right there. Yep. Yeah, so that's something. Module has a dependency field. Is that what you want? Yes. Yes, it does. Are you talking about like here? So like if I do oh, like on add module it has a dependency field. Yeah, so like in this one we're saying that this module needs to import this other dependency. Does that make sense? So we're saying like, okay, we have this module, we're going to import this, which is like the root library or the root module, and then it includes this MIME type, which is good, and then which is up here, and then static imports that. Yeah, I know. I've been having issues with trying to figure out kind of what the right way is with dependencies, and I've kind of settled on that's the way to do it, but I don't know. I might change this too, because I really don't like this. I guess we could just put it in here. We could say we could put it in the router itself. Like we could say that. and then that's like in the same namespace. So if we do this, yeah, that looks good. That's what I want. Am I wrong about that? I really want to figure out how to use this, and I really haven't gotten it yet. All right, let's see. Self dot serve file. It definitely recognizes it, right? I think we can just import it. Import. We'll just say serve file. I guess we can do this. Like we can say, and then in here, uh, like I wonder if can I take this and just. Yeah, I don't know if that really saves me anything. There is a dependence field next to path. 1 and A on the top bar. The one and A on the top bar. Like up here. Like up, like all of these. Oh, from Pop OS. Oh, this. This is. We can show you extensions. That is. Oh, it's called Spacebar. So that's like. Oh, the 1A. This is lock keys. So it shows you. Yeah. That's lock keys. So that shows you whether or not your num lock and your caps lock is on. It's pretty nice. That should be there. All right. I kind of liked what we had. That worked fine. I don't love it, but it works. We can just do this. Yeah, fellow PopOS user. That's a win. Although I say that I might be switching to macOS soon. I know how the mighty have fallen. I need something that lasts a little bit, that has a better battery life. But I do love my System 76 machine. It is really nice. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, no, I absolutely love PopOS. It's so nice. I'm excited to see what they do with their new like window manager coming out. I guess technically it's a desktop environment. It feels like a window manager though. I've been playing around with their alpha occasionally. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that Cosmic really turns out. I think it will be. I think that Cosmic has the potential to be something really cool. I think that I'm just glad that it's not just GNOME and KDE anymore, and that there's someone that is like actually putting development resources into something full time, and that's just so nice to me. That's really what gets me. All right, so that works. Yeah, because we don't really want to give this out. I don't think. Let's see. I mean, we can. Yeah, maybe we should. Ah, I see. So that's where using namespace would come in handy. So let's try that. So in theory, I should be able to do like that. And then I can go down here and say like self. That doesn't make any sense, but it might work. I just want to learn how to use this thing. I just want to understand it. Yeah. Because there's a way, like, if I wanted to. Let's see. Let's read through this again. We have a struct. We say that. Then we can say, like, I guess that's from with outside. Haven't test driven it for a while. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm glad that they. Okay, admittedly, the coolest part about it is that, like, I think I saw that most of it is actually already packaged under Nix. So you can already like when they're planning that like you can kind of install the whole thing with Nix too, which is awesome. The using namespace declaration mixes all the public declarations of the operand. Oh, is that because? Okay, so into the namespace. That's so weird. Oh. Oh. I know why that doesn't work. It's because technically it needs to be, it's not self. It's an instance. Technically, yeah, it would be like router dot serve file, like that. There we go. Because then you can do like try router dot serve. Okay, that should work. I don't know why it's not. Oh, again, because it's not technically a router function. Yeah, so then we'll take this, and we'll say so then here we could do something like try router.add route serve file. Maybe not. Let me look at this again. Do we really want to mix this in? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we won't. That's fine. I'm actually okay with that. That still works just fine. Yep. Yeah, so we mix it into the namespace there, but it's not exposed. Very cool. Well, that works well, I think. I might regret that later, but we'll see. All right, so I think the next one, let's see, low hanging fruit, probably splitting out. We could probably split out the handler at some point. Yeah, I guess the request is probably the easy one. cool. So we have the request. Let's go. We can pull this out. I think. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yikes. We want this one. Yeah, that one should be clean. And then we go back to root and we say this needs to be a pub const. And the reason for that is if we don't make this public, it like won't work. So yep. So we're using it here and it's not public. So we need to make it public. And then I think we could probably all right, before we start getting too crazy with this, let's make some git commits. First time catching your streams. What are you working on? Great question. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Welcome in. So what are we building? This is basically we're trying to build a WASI-based router for the Fermyon Spin platform, which is a serverless WASM platform for running, WASM functions. Currently, they have an SDK for Rust and a couple other languages, but they don't have one for Zig. So we're doing all of this using WAGI, which is the WebAssembly Gateway Interface, which is kind of like CGI, if you're familiar with that. But basically what it allows you to do is you can build you get a very Go-like interface for building a router. So you get like you give it an allocator, you say this is my router, and you say I want to add a route here, and you pass it a handler, and it builds it, or you can specify like what methods it takes and whatever, and then it builds all that out. And you can do stuff like give it can host static files, so you can make it a static file server, and it does all of that using Zig and WASI. It doesn't actually it's using WASI 0.1 or preview 1 under the hood, and that's what we're using here. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. It's pretty neat. We're preparing for we're doing a live code Tuesday with Fermyon this coming Tuesday, so a week from today. And I'm kind of cleaning it up, making it look a little nicer for people for when we give a talk about it next week. So if you're interested in that, I probably should get the YouTube link for that. We'll be streaming it here, but we're also going to be it'll also be over on their YouTube as well. Let's see. Yeah, great question. It is going to take place 10 a.m. Central U.S. Central Time next Thursday, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, if you click on the link, it'll show it to you in whatever time zone you're in. Yeah. So the cool thing about this is the W. Yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. We get a hour-long chat about Zig and why I use it for all of my WASM projects, um, and why I like writing in Zig, and then also kind of some of the cool stuff you're able to do using WASM and having a low-level language like Zig. It's gonna be really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. The cool thing about this thing though, so WAGI, kind of like CGI, does everything over standard I/O. So all of your operations are basically just printing out to standard out. And this just wraps that interface for you, makes it really easy to work with, rather than having to manage all of the sockets and everything. Because it doesn't use sockets, it's using standard I/O under the hood. It's really nice. All right, so I think the next one we need to port is the response. So let's do that. Yeah, and then one thing we will really need to do is actually check out the how we're gonna use this thing. Like how make sure that this actually imports because I've been running into issues with that recently. I think we can do like that, and we could technically do like self. No, I don't really want to do that. I like having the explicit types. I had a file-based struct phase, but I think but I enjoy having name structs these days too. Yeah, I'm going back and forth on it. I, yeah, I don't know. I think it just gets. This might be an old Go habit because it's like everything's a Go module, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm not married to this idea. I think that'll be enough. I don't want to put the router in its own thing. I think keeping it here is fine. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah. So another cool thing that this thing can do is you get. I want to open the build.zig file. It includes a function called generate spin toml, which is the deployment file you need to deploy on Fermyon spin. It generates that using some templates. So you get every time you do a build, it also generates that file for you, and it has all the everything right in there. It's not perfect yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, but it is cool. An example of it. So you can do something like this, where you create your router here, and then you can generate some client WASM if you want to. You create your router, and it generates your TOML file as well. Yeah, no, Zig build is great. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is pretty cool. Like it's just weird that like, oh, now I actually have a full programming language. That's crazy. Why would I ever do that? You know. So it is nice. Oop. Yeah. Yeah, but a couple things we're trying to work on right now is just like cleaning up the different, like I said, these different structs. And then the other thing is we're adding scoped logging. So like this will do like, and then we're also in the process of converting these like debug prints to errors. So like in this one, I think this is the one where we do the scoped log. So then here we can do, I don't know why I did a panic there. I guess those are pretty fundamental like operations. So let's see if that works. Yep. Yeah. I guess we don't really need to do these self.debug checks anymore because we can just set the mode. Like we can just set it globally. Yeah, because we're doing like this here. Debug. Yeah, I think we're just using it here. So we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of this. Maybe not, though. Because, I don't know. Maybe we want that to be, like, runtime configurable. I guess we're running it serverlessly, though, so we can't really even do that. It has no state. Let me think about that. Why runtime configurable? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know if I really need that. Yeah, so like this doesn't really seem very helpful because then because here's the deal. Because then I can do something like if I want to see the debug logs, I just set it here. Like we could just set. That's how we're doing this. So we set debug, and then it sets your options for you. So all you got to do is change that one flag. So yeah, I think that's a good call. So then let's just do it. We'll just remove it. What was that builder? Root.zig 119. Yes, we have it here. Cool. We can remove the debug. Cool. Let's see, debug. We have the scoped, log. Cool. That looks nice. That's very cool. We'll add JSON logging too. That would be very nice. I need to Dylan, what's poppin'? How's it going? Docs. Let's see. Tools. Tutorials. It's going. It's going pretty well. We're here. You caught me at the end though. Short stream today. I got to go to a little gathering with some of my coworkers. A virtual gathering. We have people all around the world, so we gotta plan some weird times sometimes. But I mean, I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you have seen kind of the updates to the Fermyon router, what we're able to do. But we get a whole thing now of you get a fully baked router in Zig that you can use on Fermyon. All written, all compiled to WASM, client side WASM. You only take, yeah, no half-baked routers here, only fully baked. But yeah, so I don't know. You might have seen my tweet about I was going to build a client-side router soon, and it's in the works that we should be able to reuse code here for this. I think we'll see, but that'll be dope. Yeah. So the thing is, so my thought is, we could provide some Zig that has some glue to a service worker, and then you can do client side routing using a service worker. Yeah, it'll be WASM based. I don't know. That might be an awful idea. Does that make sense? I'm not a front end guy, so I don't know if me using a service worker is the way to go. Okay. I figured it might be the way to go, but yeah. Yeah, it's super. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so I think that would work. I think we just have to generate some JavaScript, right? So like you'd write your router and you'd say like these are the routes, and then when you do at build time, you would just have to generate the list of routes and just put them in the service worker. So you don't have to do that by hand because that would suck. That would be awful. No one likes generating, who wants to write a service worker by hand? Not me. I wrote like 2 weeks of client side WASM and went, this is awful. This is so much worse than WASI. But yeah, we're playing around. I've been playing around with this. It's not quite there yet. We'll get there. Nope, that's the wrong one. But basically, this is doing. Zig can generate JS? No. That's the kicker. We have to write a way to generate JS at comp time. That's what we'll do. Or at build time, really, is like the other alternative. But you get. Let's see. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's the wrong one. But yeah, my thought is we write a comp time library that generates JavaScript, and then it just references it. It's writing the glue that connects the WASM on the client to JavaScript. So, because like we're gonna compile those functions, we'll get the exports out, and then what we'll say is wire them up. There's some weirdness that's gonna have to happen to make that happen, though. The biggest one being that currently you have to specify what functions you want to export on like what functions you want to export. So like here, you have to say like these are the symbols I'm going to export. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Are they using WASM to do their view transitions? So admittedly, like I saw a great example. Rust service worker HTMX. I don't know if you've seen this, but I will pull it over. So this is basically you have a service worker that handles the the writing to WASM, and then you would just make normal calls back to the, you just use like this HX target and HX swap and everything. It's just basically just Rust under the hood. So you create your page and then you just do swaps that way with HTMX. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a mess. Admittedly, it's going to be awful. Like I want everyone to be like, it's gonna be a ride for sure. Like I think it'll be really cool, but it's gonna be awful. So just everyone, let's temper our expectations. All right, it's gonna be cool, but in the worst way. Yeah, you're treating the service worker as the API. Correct. That's exactly what you do. And then all of the API is just proxying the WASM calls. Yep. Which I don't know if that's a great idea, but we're gonna try it. But I'll leave you guys with that one. Have that one in mind. Like I said, we're gonna do our talk next Tuesday. And I will drop the link to what I was talking about here, the WASM service GitHub as well. Yeah, we're going to do our talk next Tuesday. I will be streaming throughout the week, trying to get this cleaned up so I don't look completely awful while I'm out there chatting about WASM, but it'll be fun. Cool. Let's find someone to raid. Any recommendations, anyone? We just raid Prime because they're doing their startup thing. Let's see, raid. Yeah, let's raid him. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Build something cool. Have a great time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.